That was Win by the Supporters, and I'm pleased to say I'm joined on the line by the track's producer, Colin Russell. Thanks for joining us, Colin.
Hi there, Sabir. How are you?
I'm not too bad. How are you? And Colin, you know what? The sun's already out.
I bet. I was just going to ask that question. Did it actually part the clouds and bring the sun out? Because I heard earlier, I've been listening to the show, that there was a little bit of rain sort of coming down. Hopefully it's going to clear. Hopefully the wind's going to blow the clouds away. Keep on playing the track. The sun's definitely going to come out.
Definitely. Colin, just got a couple of questions for you.
Yeah, sure.
Firstly, where did you get the idea to make a commemorative track? Where did the idea come from?
Well, as a songwriter, I mean, you sort of you write quite a few different songs, and you have sort of a few loose songs around. And I had a very loose sort of outline to a song which I just played on the acoustic guitar called "I'm in Town."
Okay.
And I suddenly thought, this was just over a year ago, and I thought, hold on, the Olympics is coming to London, to town as such, so it's like, the Olympics is coming to town.
Okay.
And I've got this sort of song, I'm in town, and I thought, wow, do you know what? It could really sort of fit, because it's so upbeat, and it was going on about I'm jumping up and I'm getting down. So I thought, well, let me just have a little rework of it, and I'm jumping up and it's sliding down, because if you're in a canoe doing the slalom, you're sliding down. And if, pray that it's none of the teams that we're supporting, but if they're sliding down the leaderboard as well, they're getting pulled and pushed in so many different ways while they're actually going on the games. And so it was saying all these things about these energetic pastimes, and then suddenly at the end it was like I'm in town, and I sort of reworked it a little bit, and then I thought, hold on, most people who are going to be supporting something are going to be gearing their team on to win. Come on, let's play, don't play for real. We play to win, and sort of really inject, a winning spirit, and really put it with uplifting music, good sound, that when you actually hear it, you can believe that you're going to win. And that's what every athlete, when they enter the games, has got to believe.
You mentioned sound, so how did you decide on what kind of sound the track should have?
Well, there was, as I said, I started off with the acoustic guitar, and I thought, well, generally you just got sort of drums going, and then I thought, but then if you got people, you want to have hand claps, so that's why it's click, 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 with the hand claps. And it was like, okay, so that sort of signifies that you've got some people there sort of clapping, as supporters. And then I thought, well, this is, such a momentous occasion. For London, it's the third time that the modern Olympics has actually been awarded to London. And that's the only city in the modern Olympiad that's been awarded 3 times the modern Olympics. And London is one of those huge hubs of cosmopolitan, multicultural places. And I thought, well, what can I sort of put in there on a musical level? And we had the bass, and which was by Alex Bronsky, he's a jazz bassist, and we had a bit of saxophone, because it was sort of like representative of a cosmopolitan city. That was by Robert Ellis Hawke. My good friend Ian McKean playing lead guitar and electric rhythm guitar. I was playing acoustic. But I wanted to get some other flavours of other cultures in there. So my friend Anthony Hatcher, he was playing a classical sort of note. He put the flute down, but he also plays didgeridoo, and he's sort of half American Red Indian as well, and so and that was a nice little bit of injection of different culture. And then I wanted to put the sitar in, because it's so, such a great sound as well. So that's where you can hear dim 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 with the sitar. But that's me playing electronic sitar. So I did talk to a sitar player, and he thought he thought that was sufficient, what we had actually put in, and so he said it would be too difficult to actually play the real sitar in it, and he said, no, that's fine, just keep that in. And so that was the sort of flavours of the music which we put in.
And how long did it take to complete the track?
That was a tricky one because first of all I had different singers because I wanted a sort of, not so much like a football song, but like a crowd sort of singing, something that would rally a group of people, and then we're playing, and you could have a big sort of crowd sort of sound, but it wasn't sounding right. And my good friend Jem Pakiri Turgut, he'd sung some vocals on the male side, and Jade, another friend of mine, his daughter, sung some vocals on it, and it still wasn't getting there right. I sung as well, and then eventually we got Lynieve Austin, who done backing vocals to M People and Alexander O'Neill over the years, so she's such a good singer, and she came in and she sung over the top, and it sounded more conventional, but it sounded more right. It sounded like it would get across to a wider audience. It would be more acceptable than if you had like a group of people just singing. And so that's how. But to get back, sorry, Zabir, to how long it took. In hours, oh crikey, I spent many hours in the studio, hundreds of hours, laying down the music, and then we kept on twisting and turning and twisting and turning. So we started the project about a year ago.
Okay.
And I just worked on this one track in the spare time in the studio, Map Music, in the Map Music Cafe, which is a nice little studio in North London, which let us have time in the studio, and we worked there for I've got to add it all up, but somewhere in the region of about 300 hours, I would imagine.
Wow.
And so it was really just tweaking it until we really felt that that's it. We can't do anything more. It's really sounding really good, really uplifting. I think it's paid off. I think, when you listen to the song, it's like, wow, that really does, give some resonance of what, the Games is about. And the Games is such a brilliant thing as well, because you got all this, it's one of the great sort of social cohesion things, that celebrates life on Earth, really. It travels around to all different countries, right away around the globe, and you've got all of the various countries sending their top athletes to the Games to compete, and I think it really brings, sort of human harmony to the forefront of where it should be, and that is at an arena for people to watch and go, yeah, come on, we want to do it, and, and be inspired, and what better way than getting fitter and stronger, and it's just such a beautiful thing.
Definitely. A lot of hard work and effort has gone into building this track, and you've tweaked it to perfection. Just finally then, what are your hopes for the track, and where can listeners get in? What would be our biggest hope for the track is that it keeps on getting played. We're sort of following the torch around the country, trying to talk to as many people out there, because this is a lovely thing that the torch is travelling around. I know that the weather hasn't been the greatest weather for being out there supporting the torch as it goes along, when it's been absolutely pouring down. But if you've got little children there in some community, just north of Rochdale, and I'm just watching online, London2012.com, is the Olympic torch route. You can follow the torch. You can see it moving along the roads and everything along the whole route, and it shows the whole route right the way around the country. But if you've got some little children, they're saying, "Oh, what's that? That's the Olympic torch," and they can see the runners running by. They can see the commotion about it all going on, and they might think, "Oh, right, okay, that was that." But then in a few weeks' time, when they see, that same torch arrive in that stadium,
and then it lights the Olympic Bowl for the games to begin, and then there'll be this, we hope, an absolutely fantastic opening ceremony. I think there's so many young minds and so many people across the country are going to be suddenly connected, to the games and think, I saw that going past our place. And there it is, going into the stadium. And look, there's the games beginning. And look, there's the sports person that I want to win. And yes, and
Definitely.
Hopefully, then we'll get some airplay with the actual song during the Olympics over some of the coverage. That's what we hope.
Hopefully. Thanks for joining us this afternoon, Colin, and all the best with the track.
Thank you very much, Sabir, and have a great day in Rochdale. Everyone who's come out to cheer the torch on, well done, thank you, brilliant.
Cheers.
Thanks, bye.
Crescent Community Radio.